Since Chrome OS includes built-in Linux support allowing users to run Linux VMs and GUI applications, it seems like Google is adopting a similar approach for Android. This is Android 16 developer preview running on my Pixel 7a. This update gets native Linux support with GPU acceleration, enabling users to run desktop environments like GNOME and KDE Plasma. As you can see, this is my Pixel 7a running Android 16, codenamed as Baklava. The default Linux terminal included with Android 16 allows you to run Debian Linux with full GUI and GPU acceleration. It also provides system administration features like managing services with systemctl, disk resizing, port forwarding, and recovery. Now, this functionality is powered by the Android Virtualization Framework, which was first introduced in Android 13. By Android 15, AVF gained the capability to run GUI-based operating systems in VMs with full GPU acceleration. Unlike Termux, the new terminal application in Android 16 supports running a full Linux distribution in a VM complete with any desktop environment of your choice. For instance, I have installed GNOME on a Debian VM in Android 16 and the experience has been incredible. I was even able to run resource-intensive applications like VS Code and GIMP without major issues. Since Android 16 is still in developer preview, GPU acceleration is not fully implemented yet and currently relies on software rendering. Now, despite this limitation, the desktop environment runs smoothly with only minor lag. Now, let me show you how to run Linux terminal with GNOME desktop environment on Android 16. You will need a Pixel device for this to work as expected. It's uncertain whether this feature will become available for other OEMs in the future. To get started, open Settings application. Navigate to the About page and tap on Build Number multiple times to enable developer options. Next, go to the developer settings and look for the Linux Development Environment feature, which is still experimental. Enable this option to activate the Linux terminal. Once enabled, locate the terminal application in your app launcher and open it. You will need to download a Debian Linux image, which is approximately 500 megabytes. So ensure you are connected to Wi-Fi. Then click on Install and be patient while the installation completes. The first step is to set a password for the default user named as Droid by using the sudo command. After that, you can update the source list and install packages. For example, I installed NeoFetch and HTOP and they worked perfectly. You can also adjust the VM disk size. Just go ahead and click on the settings gear icon from the top right. Select disk resize or rootfs and increase the size to the maximum allowable of 16 GB. Then restart the terminal to apply the changes. Then I tested running machine learning models like TinyLlama and Llama using Ollama, and the performance exceeded my expectations. The Pixel 7a handled these tasks remarkably very well. Next, I will show you how to set up GNOME desktop environment and configure a VNC server. First, install Taskell by running this command. Then use Taskell to select and install a desktop environment such as GNOME, KDE, or XFCE. Once the installation is complete, set the default X session to ensure the desktop environment launches correctly during VNC session. Just go ahead and run this command to view available sessions and select your preferred environment. For now, I will use the default mode by pressing Enter. Now install Tiger VNC Server by running this command. And then start a new VNC session with localhost option, which makes the server accessible remotely. The :1 indicates the display number. This creates a VNC session on port number 5901. Then set a password and choose N for view-only password. Now enable port forwarding in the terminal settings. Then go to Developer Options and disable Child Processes restrictions for compatibility. You can access the GUI using a VNC Viewer applications like Real VNC Viewer. Just go ahead and install that application from the link in the description. Then click the plus icon to create a new connection. In the address field, type localhost : followed by your port number. Then name the connection and click Create. Now change the picture quality to high and click Connect. Enter the password you set earlier and click Continue in the top right corner. And voila, you will now see the GNOME desktop environment. Now speaking about the performance of Linux on Android 16 is simply outstanding. Application launch speeds are impressive, and even graphic-intensive applications like GIMP and VS Code perform seamlessly. Coding in C programming language using the Nano text editor was the best experience as well. Android tablets in particular offer compelling advantage for Linux usage due to their versatility and power. Now, once you're done working with GUI, click the X icon to disconnect the VNC connection. Then open Terminal and type this command to stop the VNC server. To reconnect to the GUI desktop, simply run this command. Then use the VNC Viewer to access the GUI again. Overall, I would say Android 16 appears to be one of the significant updates in recent years. Thanks to Android Virtualization Framework, Android devices can now run virtual machines and emulate other operating systems. It will be exciting to see if developers eventually port Windows 11. And that's all for now about running Linux on Android 16 with full support. What do you guys think about it? If you have any questions or queries, do post them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KSK Ryo. I will see you in the next one.